Hey girl, welcome to Front Porch Friday. We are in week 3 of our series, How to Start a Home Bible Study. And I have my friend Shanda Stiles with me here. Shanda has been leading a home Bible study for the past couple of years. And today's lesson is going to be on what? What are we going to talk about today, Shanda?
Today we're going to talk about some challenges.
Okay, because leading a home Bible study, it's not without challenges, isn't it?
No, it's not.
It's a wonderful, blessed thing. But it does have its challenges.
Yes,
and so what are some of those challenges? What can they expect if they're a Bible study leader, especially a home Bible study leader? What are some of the challenges they can expect to experience?
Well, one of the challenges for me was that I had chosen a study and it had videos with it. And it needed DVDs to go with it. I wanted to use videos because I wanted a Bible teacher to do the teaching and I would just be the group facilitator. So the challenge was, where do I get these videos? I didn't especially want to buy them at the time.
Some of them can be fairly expensive.
Because they can be expensive. So a couple options that you could have is to contact local churches in the area and find out if they might let you borrow some videos. You can also ask other groups, other home study groups, if they have videos. You might want to consider buying them. Everyone in your group might want to pitch in and purchase them to go to do with your study. And another option is some websites have free Bible study videos.
Yes, we do. We have one set of free videos for our Beauty by the Book study for women and our Beauty by the Book for Teens study. You can download those videos. They're about 30 minutes a piece. I think maybe you can look, the times are listed on those kinds of things. But we have free videos for our Beauty by the Book study, perfect for your home group. You can download them to your computer and show them on your TV, whatever. So videos or no videos, that's kind of going to be, and how to get those videos, that's a challenge. What's another challenge?
Another challenge might be that you might have some challenging group members. Sometimes there are different personalities that make it more difficult to lead a group, and luckily I haven't had this in my home group study.
Never had anybody difficult in her group.
Well, not at home. No, I've experienced it in other groups that I've been a part of, but fortunately for me, this hasn't happened in my home. But I know that it's always a possibility. So, and there's different. That may look like different things. Sometimes you might have a person who wants to dominate the discussion.
Answer every question.
Or talk too much, and you just have to gently bring them back around to what the topic at hand is. You also might have someone who doesn't want to talk, or you might have a whole group that doesn't want to talk, and you have to really work at bringing them out and encouraging them to join in the discussion and to be comfortable enough to give their thoughts. So
you may have a group member who's got a lot of needs and they bring them with them to their group. They're just going through a lot of stuff, and sometimes the group can just become all focused on one person, and you've got to be really careful that you stay focused on why you're really gathering there. You don't want to not encourage this person and not want to minister to this person, but you also can't let neediness or the needs of one group member just begin to dominate every week's discussion and every week's gathering. That is going to be something that you really want to avoid, and ask the Lord to give you real grace to know how to deal with that situation in a godly way.
And there's one other kind of group member. Sometimes they want to chase rabbits. They want to get off topic. They want to talk about everything, and not intentionally, but it's just, we as women, we start talking and we get off topic.
Guilty.
And that kind of leads me into the third challenge, actually, which is keeping the discussion focused on the study and keeping on the topic.
Yeah. You've got to stay focused, and so you can't cover everything in every week's lesson. You can't cover every day, so you've got to just have a plan, don't you, Shanda? And
it's good to plan out, maybe how much time you have to spend on each day, and just some main points that you want to touch on. There's no way you can go through every single question, but the more planning you do, and you might even have your little watch sitting right there just to help keep you on track.
Yeah, you don't ever want to come to the end of every week. Every week you only cover day 1 and day 2 of your homework. That's frustrating for your group members, and so you just have to avoid chasing rabbits and really have a plan when you go into that discussion of what you're going to talk about and how much time you're going to spend on it. That'll help you to bring people back when they begin to chase rabbits and keep you focused so that you can move productively through the week's lesson. All right, what's the next one, Shanda?
Well, the next one is starting and ending on time.
Super important.
It's hard to start on time sometimes because you're usually fellowshipping or snacking or something like that, but I would really encourage you to be respectful of people's time and start on time, and the ones that are there, just just go ahead and start.
So even if everybody's not there yet, you don't
Even if everybody's not there.
You got to start.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
really do. And then you got to end on time. People need to get home. And
absolutely.
you know, we get to talking as women, and you just got to stay on time and respect everyone's time. Well, what's the final one that you would give us? Number 5 today, Shanda. What was the biggest challenge?
Number 5 has been the biggest challenge for me, and really it's just the doubts and the discouragement that I feel almost every week after we've had a study. I start thinking thoughts of, you know, I should have done this better, or I should have said this, or I shouldn't have said this, or did so-and-so take that wrong, or my snacks didn't taste very good, or you name
Everything, yeah. Why did I say that? Why did I do that?
Yes.
Yeah, just the doubts and the disillusionment. And what is that, Shanda? You and I both know what that is.
It's spiritual warfare.
It's warfare. You better be ready for this, girls. This is a #1 challenge, really and truly. The spiritual warfare. The enemy is not liking what you're about to do.
That's right.
And he is going to do everything he can as soon as the group goes home to begin to absolutely beat you up about it. Just what didn't work for you today, did it? Why are you doing this? You don't want to do this anymore. Just to discourage you and make you feel like a failure. And what you've got to do is hold up the shield of faith and just say, God called me to do this. And go back to that very beginning where you saw God affirm and call you very specifically, and just continue and trust him by faith. 2 Corinthians 10:3-5 is a great passage that talks about this enemy that we have, Satan. And it says that you and I have to learn to take every thought captive to the obedience of Christ. And so when he begins to beat you up, you are really going to have to just stand firm and take every thought captive. Is that true? Is that a true thought? I'm thinking, no, the enemy is a liar, and he's an accuser, and he wants to undermine you. And so, Shanda, I think you're very honest in saying that, and I could say the very same thing after I speak every single time. That voice just begins to speak so loudly in my head, the old accuser, that you didn't do good. They didn't understand what you were talking about. You should have done that. You should have done that. And he wants to discourage you and prevent you from doing it again. Yeah. Well, next week, what are we going to talk about? We've talked about the challenges this week. What are we going to talk about next week?
Next week is the blessings.
Hallelujah. We'll meet you right here on the front porch for the last week in the series, how to start a home Bible study. And we're going to talk all about the blessings of doing home Bible studies. We love you, girls, and we'll see you next Friday on Front Porch Friday. Bye, girls.
Bye.